I'm Stewart Beggs, and this is Neutral Zone.
Hi, Stewart.
Hi, Fran.
Thanks for coming to Neutral Zone on Sunday morning. We're outside St. Paul's for anybody who isn't familiar with London, because Stewart's always worked around the corner from here, on Bow Lane. How many years have you worked in London for?
So I graduated 2015 and moved on straight away. So my VT in the Eastman scheme, and then I've been in London ever since.
So 11 years ago.
Yeah.
So you've never worked anywhere else than London?
Don't know dentistry anywhere else.
That's
I
interesting.
think that's a good or a bad thing, but
And mostly in the city?
I worked my VT was in Holloway Road, so like just north of King's Cross, and then I worked near Euston, and then here. So I've always been quite central. Yeah.
How much of your identity do you think is tied to being a dentist, Stewart?
So I would maybe say there's two sides to this. There's like a while ago, I think when I first graduated, for the early part of my career, I would say the majority of my identity was sort of tied to me being a dentist. I just really love being a dentist. But I was sort of quite obsessed. So I'd come home, I'd be on Instagram, be on Facebook, like always learning things, always doing things like that. And then there's a turning point a couple of years ago that might have had slight minty bee, but I got
So after our course. Fine.
I think I had lots of things going on at work, and I got like really bad work anxiety. We can expand on this a bit later, but I think I had a bit of like a reset, and I actually decided that there's more important things in life than just work. So now I would say I think I'm a dentist as word, but that's not, I think outside of me being in the dental practice, I don't do anything with dentistry. I'm very, like, as soon as I'm out the door, I will not reply to an email at all.
No, I think this,
which probably annoys reception quite a lot.
It is interesting, because when I met you, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
In lockdown on a Zoom call, I think you were actually doing a wine tasting in the background, if I remember rightly. You were doing loads of extra dentistry.
Yeah, I really like dentistry.
Yeah, you do love it.
I really love the job, but I just love like doing courses. Like I was always like, I think social media was also a very big part of that, of me like showing what I'm doing and improving and learning things. Yeah,
I think it's changed a bit the last few years.
Yeah, whether that's the algorithm or it's all just a bit saturated. Because I do remember when I first started on Instagram, I think it was like 2016, which is mad, but that's 10 years ago. And I think it was like this time of year, it was like May, and I'd just done Monarch's course, and I literally came in and was like, well, I can do this on Instagram. So I set up like mints, and you're so nervous when you first do it. You're like, who's going to follow me? I don't want any of my friends to see this.
Your non-dentist?
Yeah. I didn't even want the dentist to see it. And I just started posting things. It's quite funny when you look back at all those posts, because it's the really early stuff. Because sort of see where you've come from and what you've done, but also some of it's actually, that's not bad. I wouldn't mind if I was doing that.
No.
So yeah. But no, I did find, I think early Instagram was really instrumental probably to my career. I found it really, like some of the people I was messaging, I remember, I think the one that really sticks in my head is Richard Field messaged me, and I was like, oh my God, Richard Field's a god messaging me. He's like, me, stop using that horrible green rubber dam, get the blue one.
Are you using it?
It's an NHS practice. He's like, get some of the blue stuff. He's like, get the Unident one, it's so much better.
That thick, ribbed purple.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Horrible.
Yeah. But I think early Instagram was really good, because there was like a little community of sort of those early people that it was all
like a certain crowd.
Yeah.
UK dentists.
Yeah, like George, Manesh, Celine. I've had like little like chat group and stuff where it was all like quite funny, because it's a way of like meeting people and sort of getting to know their characters. Because when you go to these like conferences, everyone can be in like the best behaviour, and it's all a bit dry sometimes.
Yeah.
And of course you do meet people and things, but it was a way to actually, outside of those things, message people and ask them about something.
And those first few years where you're in random NHS or mixed practices, you don't often work with people that are doing all this amazing stuff. So it's like an in.
Yeah. I mean, I was working with this amazing guy, Nathan Yang, at the NHS practice. He was like doing some like really cool stuff, but he was like a different level that wasn't really practical. Financially, maybe, shall we say. But no, he was really good. He was like doing some cool stuff using like different composites and bonds and things. So I was like, what are you doing today? What's going on here? Or like popping and shadowing him and stuff. That's good. But yeah, no, I think that's first practice after VT. That was really quite instrumental for my career. It was at a small, it was actually like a brand new NHS practice in between King's Cross and Euston. And it was the husband and wife that owned it, Francis and Arjinder. And Francis, she was this like, yeah, another Fran. She went to Newcastle, that's why she loved me. But she was like quite terrifying. She was very like, this is what you do and how you get a patient. So you have to go in, you have to shake their hand, you've got to crush their hands, you have to dominate them.
Share the news boss.
But that's because she was like a really petite blonde woman. She was like the scariest woman ever. But no, she was very like, sort of talked you through like the patient flow, taking them out to reception afterwards, getting them to book in, making sure you're like converting them and stuff. And it was good because it was an NHS practice, but we had really long working hours, but the NHS hours were only like 9 to 5, but we were open like 8 to 8. So there were specific hours that could only be private. And I had no NHS target. They were just like, do as much private. We don't care about NHS. Do as much private as you can. So that's how I started doing loads of posterior composites, which is my favourite thing to do to this day.
I mean, you are good at anteriors as well.
I just like composites.
Yeah.
I think it's what I like, the sculpture aspect.
Were you a bit more arty as a child?
No.
No? Nothing at all?
Hated art. Terrible.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm not very good at like 2D, so I can never paint or make anything look...
But like clay and modelling.
I liked bits like that. I loved like Lego as a kid. And building things, but no, I was terrible at art at school.
I wonder if you'd still be terrible. I don't think you would.
We did at ABC, Tanya, one of the principals, she's really into painting, and she had like little sipping paint last summer, which was really cool because I've never really, I think it's in school, actually learned about watercolours and how to do it and stuff, and it was quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're definitely arty.
Because you did like the RA thing, I think it's quite interesting to actually try stuff like that again, because I think you've got a different mindset now and you sort of different skills that you can put practically.
It's just so nice as an adult to learn something that's not your job and there's no test. So you just go and enjoy it.
That's what I've actually started enjoying more, not doing dentistry courses, is doing random courses. I really want to do, is it Ozone Coffee, do like this whole like coffee day? We just learn how to make the best filter coffee.
I would love that.
Yeah, it was so good.
And like go and learn.
That's the sort of CPD that I want to do.
Maybe you could combine the two.
Well, I did a grills workshop a week or two ago, so.
Oh, that's cool.
Which was interesting, but I don't know.
It was one for someone else.
We were making it for, I was with my friend Jim, and we had to learn how to do an impression on each other. Of course, I messed the first one up.
I was going to say, it's all digital now.
But I think that stuff is a bit more interesting than...
You sound like you've got a lot more balance now.
Yeah, I'm very... When I'm in work, I do work hard, but as soon as I'm out, I don't have like zero interest in it. I'm very sort of, I won't respond to a patient email or Instagram until like the next working day sort of thing. Especially when you're on like holiday or if it's a bank holiday, because I don't like that sort of weighing over my head and then they reply and you feel like you have to be in this constant conversation with them.
Just to clarify though, this isn't like you're on call with emergencies.
No.
Just the inquiries. Little.
Yeah. Just random things. It's just not, because I think it's no other job, but I mean, out of ours, you don't have to be accessible to people.
Yeah. Boundaries.
Yeah, I think switching off is important.
Do you think you're happier now overall?
Yeah, definitely. Bring much more balance. And I think that's why I think dentistry is actually quite a good career, because you can be so flexible in how many days you work, where you work, what you do.
Tailor it to you.
Yeah, like I'm very quite restricted in what I actually do dentistry-wise. I mean, I've been very fortunate. I've always worked in practice, even like the NHS one. They had a sister practice across the road that was a private specialist practice. So I didn't do endo on the NHS. I've not done endo. I think it's like VT.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like blood, so I don't do any surgery.
I love that you don't like blood.
Unless it's like hanging in there and that like a strong gust of wind would take it out, I would barely touch it. I had a patient who he had really bad perio, and I was really annoyed because over the weekend 2 of his teeth fell out that I was planning to take out on the Monday.
Really? Did it himself?
Yes. See, I just like restorative. I don't like to do anything else, really. I did do like an endo. Like I was doing the Simply Endo course with my sister's a dentist. She's a bit younger, and she was thinking about doing an endo course. And one of my really good friends, Jo, she did the Simply Endo, and then I got my sister Jo. I was like, sure, I'll give endo a go because it's one of those things I don't really know much about it. At uni, we only ever did like hand files. At VT, only ever had hand files, and we actually used like a motor to do endo. So I learned some stuff about it, and it was like 10 days up in Formby, north of Liverpool, and a really good course. I will not do endo right now.
Have you started doing them?
I was, because you do like little things in lovely little perspex straight canals, and it's all lovely, and you can see what you're doing. And then I had to bring in some extracted wisdom teeth. Oh, some extracted teeth, and I had some wisdom teeth. And as soon as I started putting a file in, I was like, nah, I'm out. I can't see what I'm doing. So I was like, it was good. I would recommend everyone doing it, but I learned a lot, especially like access and irrigation, and there's things I'll do now when I access a tooth that I won't shove a file straight down because you're putting all the bacteria to the apex and stuff.
Yeah. I think any discipline helps you understand your own anyway.
Yeah, especially because I'm referring to endodontists a lot of the time, so I can do things or ask them to do things that make both our jobs a bit easier in the end. It's good.
But posterior composites are your favourite thing.
Yeah, and onlays. Just anything posterior, I think.
Drilling.
What's with drilling? More like making it look like a tooth again. I think that's, yeah. I think that's why I like our job, because it's very, you've got a problem, I fixed it. Maybe that's like wherever my satisfaction pathway goes, is like, you come in with a hole, I've filled the hole, it looks like a tooth again, bish bash bosh, we're done. It's not like sort of a medicine thing where it's like an ongoing thing, has this medication worked?
That's why I like oral surgery, because I like the immediacy of it.
Oh no, I don't like the unpredictability. I'm always worried about something fracturing. I have to go digging around in this blood, and it's...
I love it.
Get a rubber dam on, it'll be fine.
Extractions with rubber dam.
Yeah.
How would you switch off then after like a brutal day at work? I know you're saying boundaries, but...
So I'm very... With like the gym and fitness, I like to go in the morning, because I'm very, at the end of the day, I'm like, I just want to go home and like chill. But I do think it is important to exercise and make sure you're working out, even just like getting steps in. I think that's why London's really a great city, because I walk everywhere. Like I walk in like most mornings if it's nice.
Or cycle.
Yeah, I used to cycle a lot during COVID actually, but the roads have got busier, so it's not so nice. But I walk in like an hour and a half to work, because it's actually stick a podcast on, bit of steps in, and it's a way of unwind, or walking home as well. I think I really enjoy cooking, so I think that's my like...
You're great.
Switch off when I get home, just like spending like half an hour or whatever of cooking something isn't not my way of...
Winding down.
Yeah.
What other things do you do outside of work? Hobbies wise?
What do I like doing out of work?
Cars.
Yeah, cars. I do like cars. I built a case room car. It's like a little kit car, like a year and a half ago. Looking back and saying this to people now, it is a bit mental, but yeah, I built a car, and there was like a race series. I'm terrible. It's really hard. You think it's going to be so easy when you see all these like Formula 1 drivers. It's
like adult Lego.
It is, yeah, but like only half the instructions were there, and it doesn't all fit together, and it was fun. Yeah, I really like cars.
So you race them on a track?
Yeah. It's like all over the UK. Of course, it's fun because I went to like parts of the UK that I've never been to before. Like Anglesey, so pretty.
And meeting people that aren't dentists.
Yeah.
something else.
Which is, it's really, yeah, that was quite interesting as well, because I think you're in your little bubble where all you know is like dentists and like people you know from uni and stuff. When you're seeing people you aren't in that bubble, it's quite interesting. There's a whole other world out there that you just don't get exposed to. I think London especially is quite like that, because you work here, you live here, there's all this stuff in between, all these people in between that you don't really come across or get exposed to. So I think it is fun to do things like that are a bit different.
Place, big cities. You spend so much time commuting, even if you're walking and chilling.
I don't even think it's like lonely. It's more just like you're in your lane,
Your own bubble.
and there's all these other people doing other things around you. So doing some different things actually to push yourself out of that lane it's quite interesting.
Yeah, like don't just get in a rut, do you?
Yeah.
Tunnel vision and teeth.
Yeah.
So boring, isn't it?
Like cars, cooking. I do really like cooking for my friends. I always have like little dinner parties and things. Especially during COVID, I love that.
And lots of friends who aren't dentists.
Yeah. I'd say most of my friends in London, I mean, they're all accountants, but none of them could do my accounts, but which is annoying. But yeah, they're all accountants. I moved in with one of my friends from Freshers. She was an accountant, so I moved in with her and a couple of her friends when I moved down to London, and then we made loads of friends that aren't.
Do you think you'd be an accountant if you ended up?
Absolutely not.
No?
Absolutely not. It's so boring.
What do you think you'd do?
I do actually. I did when I was doing my like GCSEs and A levels. When you sort of think, oh, maybe I can't get the A in chemistry. I was like, what would I do? So I was considering doing like economics or something. I think that's why I quite like working in the city as well, because I really like that finance side of things. And
Gilet or quarter-zip?
No, I don't have a gilet or a quarter-zip, but I do really like that. Understanding what's going on with the markets. I find all that really interesting. I read the Financial Times a lot of the time, because it's not your daily meal slop. It's
actually figures. Yeah. Trends.
Yeah, a bit more black and white. So yeah, I think that's why I quite like working in the city, because everyone's very.
It's got that buzzy feeling, isn't it?
Patients are very good. They're very punctual. They'll be there on time, but they want it to be done by this time. They want to be out because they've got a meeting to go to. They want to be pain-free. They want to have like no hiccups. A nice smooth journey. And if you can do that for them, everyone's a winner. So I think that's why I quite like working in the city.
Yeah.
Efficiency.
Little hub. So let's go back to a couple of years ago then, when you've had this like pivot, would you say?
Yeah.
How are you feeling that you had this workplace anxiety?
I probably looking back, I was maybe a little bit burnt out, because I was working maybe like 4 or 5 days. So I currently do 4.5 days, but in much more chilled places. So like 4 like quite hectic, stressful days. The patient cohort were quite difficult, maybe I would describe this, without sticking my foot in things. So there was like a lot of patient management, like unrealistic expectations, a lot of people with like body dysmorphia things.
So more aesthetics.
Yeah. I mean, I was still doing like posterior stuff, anterior stuff, but there's a lot of very like high maintenance patients. And I think I had 2 veneer cases at the same time, and both of them were like multiple try-ins, didn't like this, the lab would change something, didn't like this. And I just remember like one of them I fitted, and you just, when you're fitting sometimes, like she's signed this thing, I made her sign to say that she was happy with it, because I knew that was coming, but I just knew when she said yes, I'm happy to fit, like she's not going to be happy. And it's always the patients that hug you. It's the ones that hug you. And then it was just like never ending after that, like complete blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, I was getting like palpitations. I remember I went past the party in a taxi, and I was like physically, like my blood pressure was like going up.
So your body is.
Yeah. It was like triggering. And then I was just like, I don't know, something happened. I was like, I just need to not be here for 2 months. So I tried to, the manager, really, really good manager, was like, okay, let's just try and sort you out. Yeah. So she's like, moved everyone that she could. I had to do like a couple of days, but basically just had like the summer off, mostly just to like reset and chill. And sort of actually was like, I don't really want to work here anymore. It's not for me.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah. It's just like like the money and stuff's really good, but it's not the workplace for me because it wasn't
Bringing out the best in you.
Yeah.
I think people sometimes feel obligated to stay in practices.
Yeah.
Or they're judging themselves if it's not working.
Yeah.
And you are self-employed. Like,
Yeah.
it has to work for you, I think. It's stressful enough as it is, never mind if you've got these extra bits on it.
I think as well, because I was feeling something that I didn't understand what I was feeling as well. Like, I just knew like I was really, like looking back, I wasn't like me anymore. I do think the big thing that sort of really changed, because I was talking to my friends about it, as we're talking to you about this at the time, and like my dental friends, but I was like started speaking to like a therapist, like one of those online therapists, and it's sort of like how to manage things, how to like deal with this anxiety, like doing things like that. And I think speaking to like a third party really helped me because you're getting like more like independent feedback, I guess.
Yeah, and someone's advocating for you. They don't know everyone else.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was like when I was sort of speaking to her, it was more like I came to the conclusion, actually, I just need to leave this job. But like leaving, especially when you do loads of like ortho, it's not just your notice period, it's like years of dragging on. So yeah, it did take me like a year to finish of going back. And like even, I think I remember my last day, I was literally like going in as like, I would getting that feeling again of
dread.
Yeah. Which isn't nice when you're feeling that every day. But again, it comes back to why dentistry is such an amazing job, because it's so flexible. Like one of my best friends, Jo, she's up in Newcastle. Just had a baby, but she was doing like 2 days, 3 days, so flexible. So I think it is really good in that sense. You can work wherever you want, how many days you want, pick up extra days, drop a day.
I mean, when you were saying you probably burned out, and thinking back to what not year we were in, but you were probably doing 4.5, 5 days busy. And part of it was in a practice that wasn't good for you. And then we're doing a course on the weekends.
Yeah.
And we had that year where both of us were struggling to even find dates we could both do it.
Yeah.
Both at weddings or...
It's that age where everything's...
Yeah, I was like married. 7 in a summer. So did you. Apart from us.
Yeah.
People don't realise how much work goes into all of those courses.
Yeah. Because it's all that extracurricular stuff that is just, I'm not very good at that. You're very organised. I'm not. I'm a bit more last minute with things. So was not good.
I mean, you were doing all the PowerPoints and stuff. Like even the presentations take time, and then trying to tweak them to make them nicer for people. And
then, I mean, I did find it, because it's like you have to get up so early to the setup, and then like you're closing down on the second day, and then you don't really have a weekend, and you're back into work, and then it's like again, and then you're in a course up in Scotland, then you're doing something else, you're doing an online course in the evening and stuff.
Yeah.
It's, I think we both reached the same point where it's like, actually, neither of us enjoy this anymore.
I loved it at one point. I really did.
Yeah.
And I miss doing it. But I think because of the nature of ours, that like bioadhesive dentistry, and we can't be sponsored by one company that help us do it, because the whole point is that every different step is a tailored material to a certain step. So we'd have to have Cure and GC there, and as we know, when you have one rep in, they don't want you using someone else's material. So every single little thing was done by us in the background. And it's the setup that's tiring, I think. It's like being a party planner. Like setting a table.
It was like, oh, we can't do that weekend because there's a conference on, so we couldn't get the hand pieces, and it's
logistics.
It's a lot, and it's like having to like get the things 3D printed and models, and I enjoyed it though.
Doing everything.
I think I really enjoy helping people, and like
the chat. I like
the chats,
the social after.
When you sort of you see people like, oh, or like they do it before and after. Like they're like, we always used to get people to do like a composite straight off the bat, so then they could see at the end of the day like the progress that they'd made with the anatomy and stuff. So I think like seeing people progress and helping people, I really enjoy.
I miss the food.
Yeah, the food was good.
Really?
No, I do enjoy it. I mean, I still do the courses now. I think it's not as fun by myself.
Mm.
Because it's just a lot speaking
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it
all
all the
day.
time.
I think it makes day-to-day dentistry with patients seem very easy.
It's easier to earn money that way as well.
Yeah, I think it's, especially when we work, because of the way we work, everything's very automated, so there's no like thought process. It's like A, B, C, D. Whereas when you're getting questions fired at you, like, why cannot use this? And I'm like, oh,
Brain, wake up.
yeah. Can't remember. No, I do enjoy it. I wouldn't go back to, I would be happy to go back to more of it, I think, but it's...
If we could find someone who set it up like we did,
Yeah.
maybe we just need some minions. We could just turn up at 9 and just deliver it.
No, I quite like the setup.
Highly on in the background.
Yeah.
I do miss it. I think one thing is if you're teaching, it makes you a better dentist because you
have to understand it at a different level.
Understand it, yeah.
Yeah. And you have to go back and like check things. And then like even, because when did I do the course again? Was that March or something? And I hadn't like done a course, like a lecture for like maybe 18 months or something. And I was like, I can't remember any of this. And people were asking me questions like, I need Fran here to back me up with the science for this.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, because we knew each other so well from doing it, you just kind of look at each other and you know that one person's, and you just take over and, swap it out. Fancy's just on the ball at that moment, isn't it? Everyone knows what to do.
Yeah, it does make you understand the science a bit more. And it makes you like, actually, oh yeah, I am doing the right thing. See, I find, because I hated dental materials at uni.
Me too. I never even revised it. We had a really famous materials guy as well, Richard Van Noort. He wrote the book. He was our materials tutor. So wasted on me.
I have no idea who he was. Awesome. But he wrote in the book that we were taught as well. I think it's all a con. They all just write their books.
I think looking back at dental materials when you're a dental student, like when I was doing dentistry, it's mostly amalgam and you just kind of like, oh, why am I learning all these extra things and I'm not doing what is in the book anyway?
Yeah.
Dical and
like none of the
amalgam.
stuff. We weren't really doing any composite stuff. It's all just like etched a bond, but you weren't learning why you were doing things in a certain way. Maybe hopefully it's moved on a little bit now. They still do amalgam? Is that sort of thing?
I'm not sure because it's been said it's going to be banned, isn't it?
Yeah. I used to love amalgams.
Me too. I miss that conch, the plugger.
I loved like carving it.
Yeah.
It got usually sandy. Yeah.
And then you get like a wet cotton.
Yeah. I mean, at uni, I was terrible at the first 3 years. I'm really bad at...
Really?
I think I'm quite good at academically revising for an exam. So I will like get it all in. But I think I really started to enjoy dental skills when you start to do the practical things. So the end of second year, third year at Newcastle, we started to...
Oh, I can relate to that.
Things.
I had no interest in the exams. I just wanted to do it.
I loved it. It's so good. I think Newcastle was really, I don't know if it's the same anymore, but when I went, like it wasn't just our year. I was like friends with like fourth, fifth years, would go out all the time. I think Newcastle Dental School was really good because we had like a pub in the dental school. So like every Friday.
In there on my interview up there.
So every
dental chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had to do like a 2 pound challenge. I think that's probably illegal now.
I definitely don't think that'd be allowed now.
Yeah, so we always like, it was a really good like mixer because you'd go on a Friday and a local practice would always buy a couple of like kegs of beer or cider. And then you just have like some free drinks before you go out. So it was a good way because I knew everyone in the dental school. Yeah, it was really good, really sociable.
What do you think? Is there anything you want to achieve now, Stewart? Like where do you see yourself next?
I don't know.
Work-wise.
Work-wise, yeah.
Think you stick with 4 days or do less Invisalign? Or like ideally, what would your working week look like?
Not working. No, I don't know. I'm quite happy now. I this is what you want. I'm might be moving to Australia because I went there on holiday at Christmas. Like, this is amazing. So
That's
why
a
not?
chapter.
Yeah. I really enjoy working in London. I've also been here like 11 years now. And I think I want a bit more of the not working balance. I want to like go to work, earn my money, and then have a nice lifestyle. And to be on the beach and stuff would be amazing. So might do that for a year or two.
Different
See how I
types
get
of
on.
life.
Yeah. And not work, not feel like you're living to work,
Yeah.
which I think sometimes, especially like the depths of winter in the UK, you go to work, you get home, and then like that's the end of your day and just like start doing nothing.
You are like a little hibernating critter or something in London for what, 4 months a year?
Yeah.
Right.
I think this year as well, because it's so cold. This last week, I'm like, I love London.
Me too. 35 degrees.
I was like, oh, this is gorgeous. Because I've been walking everywhere, just being outside is really cool. I think as well because I grew up, I mean, no one believes this, but I grew up in like a farm in Northern Ireland. I was back home last weekend with some of my friends, not dentist friends. And my friend Chris was like, wow, we actually live in a farm? He never actually believed me. It's like, there are cows here? I was like, yes. I think partially why my mentality is the way it is now, because I used to work, well, like go to school and then the weekends I'd be like on the farm, like shoveling shit basically. I remember there's one time that I just really couldn't be arsed, and my grandfather, who's a bit scary, I was doing like a half-assed job and he was like, if you're going to do something, do it properly. And I've sort of maybe had that mentality with things. That's why I'm very restricted with what I do, because I don't want to do stuff that I don't actually enjoy doing.
Yeah.
I do like a bad job.
Yeah.
I'd rather just do the stuff I really like doing and then actually do the best job I can with things.
You sound a bit similar to how I feel now. I think the first set of years when you first start dental school is the time to like head down, hustle.
Yeah.
Get as much experience under your belt, do all these courses, teach like what you did, and then you kind of reach a point where it makes you take a step back and you think, well, I am doing what I want to do now, so why am I doing extra?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're always learning,
yeah.
but it's like, right, enough's enough.
Yeah.
You're only young once in it as well.
I do remember I used to get this, especially when it was like the NHS, when you've got like 3 patients at the same time, you're jumping between 2 rooms, and then at the end of the day, I was like, that was a good day. I went up a level today. I used to always think in my head, like, I went up a level today, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas like, I don't really get that anymore.
Yeah,
but I think that's also...
You inevitably plateau at certain
also, I'm very deliberate now that I'm not stressed or everything. I think especially since COVID, when you had to have an extra 15 minutes to air out the room, I've still got those times going now.
Have you? Fallow?
Well, no, I still have an extra 15 minutes just to like chill.
Cup of tea. One of the boys asked me the other day how long I had for a fit, and they say, you don't need an hour, friend. It's like, but every fit I celebrate with a cup of tea.
So little wins. See, I think COVID was actually really, I mean, obviously horrible, but I think it was actually really good in a way to, everyone had to take their foot off the accelerator a bit and slow down slightly.
I mean, that's when we fell into all this bioadhesive stuff.
Yeah.
Lockdown.
I do remember back to, I think it was 2018, and Matt Najad came over. I did like the first biomimetic course in the UK. And if I think of people that were on that course,
in the trajectory,
everyone's like was a high flyer.
Yeah.
In that initial course. And it's funny, like you still see all those people on the same like circuit course and stuff right now, on the same like course circuit. That was a good one. Yeah.
It's like a seed that was sown in. It's so commonplace now, and then I think the younger ones, or the majority, don't realise that it was quite new when we started doing it.
Yeah. I think it's all just a bit saturated now.
Me too.
Everything's a bit...
Yeah.
There's too much. There's too much of everything.
There is, even in life. I get sick of Instagram.
Well, I would so...
Dental Instagram.
Gladly get rid of my Instagram.
Me too. I mean, I don't have a personal one anymore.
Yeah, same.
Put the odd thing up on my dental one, but...
I think it's just a bit... It's not fun anymore in a way. I think it's a good way of like
I think it's
seeing what
just
people are up
nothing's gone.
to.
I don't want to say that to put off younger ones having a
Yeah.
page and stuff, but it's definitely changed.
Yeah, because it's all like, especially with our job, because our job is still macro photography. So it's all about having good lighting, making sure like everything's like set up and nice and clean. You've got the angle of the mirror and stuff correct. But that's just not, I think it's underappreciated a bit now. It's all about doing your TikTok dances.
God, I am not that person.
No.
I
Just
have admiration for people who are in practices doing all the TikTok stuff. Because
yeah, not for me.
thank goodness I don't work somewhere that makes me, dance and floss or something. There's so much out there as well that's incorrect. That's what drives me mad on.
Yeah, it is a bit like happy clappy sometimes.
Yeah,
because
like the same comments, like, oh, fire, or like,
yeah,
the sevens
I
getting
think also I'm
jealous.
guilty of that as well because it's. There's only so many ways you can say good job.
So clean. It's all the superlatives as well.
But I mean, there are some like really, like you come across some people and you're just like, that is insane.
It is. It's inspiring. There's a place for it. It's just
yeah. But I think those people aren't appreciated because I'm like, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
How have you done a composite that looks like that? I just want to get like,
and then something goes
totally
wrong.
like I'm just like,
a
what?
smiling dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
So I
fickle
think
world.
that side of Instagram I still quite like, but I find it harder to discover people that are like, wow, that's really amazing. Like inspirational
And
stuff.
it's easier to fall through than out.
Yeah.
Like, I think probably what I'm trying to say not very well is when I first joined it definitely was that the people with the most followers were the best.
Yeah.
And that's how you found them. You're like, oh, this has got 40,000 followers, and you look and then it works amazing. I think it's almost unfair now that someone can be so amazing. You find them and they've got like 400 followers.
Yeah, but I also think there's a bit of pride in not having a blue tick, and it's like restaurants. You don't want to go to what's on TikTok. You want to go to the cool one down the street that no one knows about, but sincere.
And Top Jaws ruin that now. There.
Yeah. But
I love Top Jaws.
It's such a good life.
Where's your favourite restaurant in London? We used to get asked this question more on Emulate than anything to do with composites. Those big foodies.
My favourite restaurant is going to be Noble Rot.
Ooh.
I absolutely love it. There are 3.
Which one? Yeah.
Not Mayfair. It's going to be the one on Greek Street.
The Soho Square.
The Soho one.
Yeah.
It's my favourite. I've been so many times. My mum gets me a voucher for Christmas every year.
Do you have the magazine subscription?
Yeah. Amazing wine. And I used to go in, not like loads, but like 3 or 4 times a year. And there's one time I went with my parents, and the waitress Kate, for some reason she remembered me. And every time I've been in since, she's always like, oh, you were here with your parents. I was like, oh. No, it's my favourite because it's just like really good. You get the chocolate mousse. Get the chocolate mousse if you go. Because I asked Kate, like, where is it? What is this? Yeah. Yeah. I asked her, like, what is this recipe? And it's what's her name? What's that American chef that went to France? A woman back in like ages ago.
Oh God.
Julia Childs.
Yeah. Oh, the film.
Yes. Julia and Julia. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a Julia Childs recipe. So I got every single one of her cookbooks so I could get the chocolate mousse recipe.
What's the name of the actress? Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
That's my favourite restaurant. But then we've been to loads of good ones together.
I like Quo Vadis.
Yeah, it's really good.
The Soho one.
I mean, when I first moved to London, I started making like a list in my notes app of like places I wanted to go, and you just would like constantly be like topping it up and never actually taking anything off.
I save them now on Google Maps.
Yeah.
And then when I've been, I change it or get rid of them depending if they're good or not.
Yeah.
I like it's maybe that's unfair actually because the Noble Rot and Quo Vadis are like fine dining, aren't they? But I like finding places that are really good for one thing. So they do the best burger.
Yeah.
Like you go there and have the best fried chicken.
Or Andre Edmonds. That's like up there with my favourite restaurants.
These are all similar vibes, aren't they? French House was nice. Yeah.
I really like wine as well. Yeah. I really like wine as well. That's probably my other thing that I really like. Good wine.
I'm useless with wine. I mean, I like drinking it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like a super wine nerd, but I just like appreciate a good wine. I think a restaurant that has a good wine selection.
Like good.
And Adrian was good because they do wine tastings, which are really good. The Smelly is really good. The Dawson as well. So that's like probably a little hobby I would say that I've got.
I'm trying to think where else would be. Marylebone Hotel was always nice.
Yeah, the food was always good. Yeah, because I hate when you go on a course, it's like stale sandwiches.
Okay, final questions. I always ask people, what advice do you think you'd want to have been given if you went right back to like first year, graduated or dentist school?
Or
has someone given you really good advice?
I mean, I would probably say the advice that I'd have for my career is I felt there was like a lot of, especially in your VT, everyone's like, oh, you need to go in and do like hospital training, or you need to do a massive like master's, or you need to do like a year-long course with someone. I mean, because I never did that, but I think I'm better for not doing that. I would always say, pick and choose, like, I want to do this, so I've done this course. I've found whoever's really good at this thing, so I picked and choose like little niche things rather than doing a big, because some of them are so expensive and
my God, yes.
And buy your instruments. So like when Richard Fields messed me about getting the blue rubber dam, my principal wouldn't get it, so I just bought it myself and I started buying my own instruments and materials. And
that's one thing that really winds me up when someone will send me a case and they say, how would you do this? And they're like, well, I haven't got one of those in my practice. And it's just like a matrix band. Like, go and buy one if you're that bothered.
But I'm also really cheeky. So I would buy it myself and then it's like, we're running out of fees. And they can imagine for the order list.
Buy it the first time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think that's fair though, because if you got them to buy it and then you never use it and you don't think it's any good, I think that's fair enough. But yeah,
then I've always got, oh, can I borrow this? Can I borrow this? I'm like, well, yeah, you can, but
it's mine.
Buying something.
I don't think when you first come out of dentistry, you appreciate how much as an associate you can buy yourself if you want to get half good.
Yeah, because I think
I wouldn't expect my principal even now to buy, I like a load of variety of sectionals. It is extra.
Yeah.
Like, this, be fair.
Yeah. I mean, it's what Ed always says, like, if we're going to church from, he's got all like the really nice stuff. And him as the principal has just like the stuff.
Yeah.
But it's because I think that's a better investment because I'm using these like rubber dam clamps all day, every day.
They last years.
They last years if you get a good set.
I mean, you don't need the gold ones.
And they're a bit floppy.
Yeah, they are. They
get a huge 3D.
They don't stay rigid.
No. But they last years. And then make sure your assistant nurse knows that that's yours. It has to come back. Otherwise, it just goes in the bin.
Yeah.
That's why I'd probably say invest in those things more rather than doing a master's.
And look after yourself.
Well, look after yourself, yeah. Take a step back. You can.
How's it going now? Thanks, Stuart. Should we go for lunch?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.